Hello there, with me Handy Gui for the 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Let's dive into the news. The Dewan Negara today passed the Supply Bill 2021, also known as Budget 2021. The bill was passed with unanimous support from the senators after the third reading by Deputy Finance Minister Mohammad Shahar Abdullah. The Supply Bill 2021 went through 5 days of debate and winding up by each ministry after it was passed by the Dewan Rakyat on December 15. The Dewan Rakyat passed the bill after block voting following the third reading by Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz. The Dewan Negara sits again on Monday. The National Tourism Policy, also known as DPN 2020 until 2030, launched today, serve as a roadmap for Malaysia to build an inclusive and sustainable tourism sector. The policy also aims at enhancing the country's competitiveness in generating more tourism revenue as well as resilient against future disasters.
Dasar ini akan dilaksanakan menerusi 6 teras strategi utama, iaitu transformasi tadbir urus, mewujudkan zon pelaburan pelancongan yang inklusif, mempergiatkan digitalisasi pelancongan, memperkayakan pengalaman dan kepuasan pelancong, memperkukuhkan komitmen terhadap pelancongan lestari dan meningkatkan kapasiti modal insan dalam semua subsektor pelancongan.
Muhyiddin said it was imperative for the tourism sector to be developed based on digital technology.
Dengan ini, pelaburan pelancongan yang berpusatkan teknologi adalah digalakkan. Melalui DPN ini, Malaysia akan mewujudkan zon pelaburan untuk projek pelancongan atau Special Tourism Investment Zone bagi meningkatkan kerjasama awam swasta serta menarik lebih ramai pelabur tempatan dan antarabangsa.
The government is upbeat over plans to rebrand Malaysia as among the top-of-the-mind ecotourism destination of the world, while subsequently create more business and employment opportunities. He said this in his special virtual address at the launching ceremony of the policy.
On the same development, Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Datuk Seri Nancy Shukri said sustainable tourism will be emphasized through the newly launched policy.
Pelancongan lestari dan peningkatan pendapatan pelancongan yang merupakan indikator terpenting dalam memberi impak kepada ekonomi negara. Dalam hal ini, kita memilih untuk mengutamakan kualiti berbanding kuantiti atau dalam istilah yang lebih mudah adalah kepada quality tourist atau high yield tourist.
Nancy Shukri hopes all quarters will come together at strengthening Malaysia as a top tourism and cultural destination worldwide. A recovery plan to revive the pandemic-hit tourism was revealed last February that will focus on collaboration and partnership with tourism-related agencies and companies, as well as collaboration with non-government organizations, have received positive response from the public. The cooperation will actively continue at all integrated platforms available through various stages provided by the government in the tourism sector.
This year's Amanah Saham Bumi Putra Asb Income Distribution involves a total payout of 7.6 billion ringgit, which is set to benefit 10.2 million unit holders who owns 173.2 billion units, following the Permodalan Nasional Berhad PNB announcement on its distribution payout on 4.25 sen per unit for its flagship unit trust fund. The payout comprised an income distribution of 3.50 sen per unit, as well as an additional bonus payment of 0.75 sen per unit for the first 30,000 ASB units held by each unit holder, in conjunction with ASB's 30th anniversary. Chairman Tan Sri Dr. Zeti Akhtar Aziz said ASB's performance remains competitive compared to other low-risk investment instruments and continues to be sound options for individuals with a low-risk profile and a long-term investment horizon.
Bagi pemegang unit yang melebihi lebih daripada 3.000 unit, mereka juga menerima manfaat pengagihan ihsan ini. Ia adalah tanda penghargaan kami kepada semua pemegang unit ASB yang terus setia bersama kami sepanjang 30 tahun dana ini diperkenalkan.
Welcome back. Those who wish to travel are advised by the Sarawak Disaster Management Committee to look up on the approved flight schedule and frequency prior to purchasing their flight tickets.
The matter was disclosed by Sarawak Transport Minister Datuk Lee Kim Shin, indicating that his ministry are closely monitoring all flight schedules into the state to curb the spread of COVID-19. Lee said he had received complaints from passengers claiming airlines had accepted their bookings and their fares were paid accordingly. But their fares weren't refunded after the flights were cancelled. Meanwhile, Lee also seeks the cooperation of all airlines to fully utilize the use of Aerobridge at airports throughout the state to provide convenience and address safety concerns of passengers, especially those who are elderly, children, and people with special needs.
Visits to Teluk Melano and Teluk Sarabang will be more pleasant with the new projects undertaken through the Rural Transformation Projects, RTPS, costing 300,000 ringgit. Tanjung Datu Assemblywoman Dato Amar Jamilah Anu said, following the project's completion, it will provide convenience to visitors. A sum of 200,000 ringgit was granted to Anding Construction Enterprise to construct public toilet at Teluk Melano, while 100,000 ringgit was allocated to BMM Services contractors for the public toilet in Teluk Sarabang under Lundu District Council. She said during the project handover to the contractors in Teluk Melano and Teluk Sarabang. The State Disaster Management Committee will launch Ops Jala in effort to curb the entry of illegal immigrants into Sarawak in efforts to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Jawatankuasa Pengurusan Perjalanan Negeri decided to consider launching Operation Jala. We will announce the detail, including the timing of the start of the operation.
UGA said that STMC came to the decision after they found that illegal immigrants were contributing to the spike in positive cases, especially in Sabah and Peninsular Malaysia. He said that the General Operations Force, GOF, in their daily op Benteng has arrested 1 local and 6 Indonesian citizens at the Kampong Sungai Aping, Serian during the patrol. And that concludes our 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Don't forget to tune in for our Nightline at 11:30 p.m. with Ruben Gomez. My name is Handy Gui, signing off.